to me, I think the problem is at the start of the lesson, when things are going where they're going, you just question everything. Is my doing this? Am I too far from the ball? Am I doing this, and this? And you just add so much thought to your head.
I think it's trusting the grip.
Yeah, exactly. I think, I'll be honest with you, the grip is actually pretty good. It's not causing the hook or any slice. No. What we are getting, if we watch, this is your left-hand one now, the before. So we're just trying to do it frame by frame. We get there. So there. So your fingers twitching there, okay? Yeah. As you start gripping there, that club is moving as your fingers are sort of gripping. Now, if that happens, if you take the golf club back with your hands like that, which is at 2:19, your club's moving at literally a tenth of a second later, okay? So on a golf course, when pressure and on the golf course, holes you're not visually liking, trouble left, that club might just go back a bit quicker because you're a bit out of your routine. If the club's going back and your hand's not completely around the club, now I'm not saying gripping it tighter, but it's got to be secure. It can't be wafting around, say, playing the old trumpet grip, as I call it, okay? As that club then goes back, your hands are now almost gripping the club there, and now the club's gone back so far. Now, in some ways, that club's almost closing, because at this point, you should see a little bit of twist as the natural arc of the club face. If I start here, if I just turn my body, that club's slightly open. Yours is almost going back a little bit that way, so it's almost counter-rotating, which means then the club then going to be getting closed and closed and closed, which then requires that opening on the way through. Now this one on the right-hand side, same old fidgets with your fingers there, okay, which is fine. I don't mind that, okay. That's fine. Then you've got your grip there now, there, and you count for a couple of seconds. There you go, and then the club goes back, see? So that was a much better, and this is the one that actually went to the right a little bit. When it's doing the little movement around, it's left, and depending on how much movement you make, or at what time of the swing you take the golf club back when your finger, it depends how far left it goes. So if your hands are like this, for example, and the club goes back, it's the duck hook you want that went there. If your hands, so from there, that's sort of 50 yards left, 40 yards left, 30, 20, and that kind of thing. Sort of as you get less and less open with your hands, it goes less and less left because the club's not twisting quite so much. But obviously, when you've done that, I said the takeaway, you want to get the sensation, which obviously you can't see on this side, unfortunately, but you want your left arm to be coming in a little bit more to the chest, a bit more connected, not pushing out and away. Because again, if your hands are losing grip on the club and you're pushing the arms out, you've lost all control of that club anyway. And I think part of the reason why that club felt a little bit strange in your hands where you were a long way from the ball. There's a couple of things there sort of going a bit too far, then pushing further away while losing the grip pressure. So you can see why that club now has got a mind of its own. And generally in your case, with the swing you have, the club was going to be closing up slightly. Then you create a sort of compensation as you came through to try and almost hit it out to it. That was a much better release of the arm. That left elbow's down now, and a nice full release over the club. Not sure about this one in comparison, but it's pretty much the same.
On the back foot though, again.
A little bit back footy, which is going to be a little bit more of an encouragement of left, obviously. Okay. I think the fact you still rotate to a good position here now, I don't really mind that movement as long as you're up on the golf ball, as long as you rotate it. If your back foot is flat as can be and you're like wooey, then I wouldn't be a fan of that. But that's a good rotation. That it's a bit back foot, but just helps get a nice launch with the golf ball, send it up in the air there. But I would say that's the key thing. If we can get your hands on the club and actually secure the grip. And again, people when they see it, they're unaware of that. You wouldn't realise that. But you can see your fingers there, that one there, there. So if that club had started moving at 2:17, that grip's now, it's opening up, and again, that sort of movement there now, it's split seconds to when that club's moving, okay? Whereas this one, you can actually zoom in, as we said before, you can see. So we watch that one kind of we'll do it in sort of slow-mo, okay? That's fine, just getting yourself comfortable, that's more of a routine for you. I think that's it, your grip's on the club there now, I think. And then it goes back, it's absolutely fine. Whereas if we look at it in comparison to that one, doing all your fingers, trying not that one there, doing your fingers there, open your fingers up, and as they're closing the club, and you mistimed that a split second earlier, and then it's back. I think the one you hit towards that mound there, the club went back, and almost the club almost twist completely. I'm like, where that? And you know it's going to go low left. There's no compensation. The downside can send the ball that far right. So
trust my grip now.
Trust it, exactly. I think if you get less distance from the ball, you're not going to be reaching quite so much. I don't mind that little fidget and twitter until you get comfortable. Okay. But in some ways, what I would suggest, your practice now needs to be kind of practice your setup and routine without even swinging. So just get yourself on a 4x4 mat and so on, with a tee bag and a golf ball, do all that and something. You're right, grip, takeaway, and just practice with the takeaway. Get the clubs to move away with the security in the hands, not
Yeah.
and then move it away.
Yeah.
Some like these little things almost try and flick the club back kind of thing.
So that, I mean, with
You got the trigger finger, you're not putting it down the grip sort of this way, it's just a slight, it looks different there because of the angle of that there, that's all. But I mean, some guys put it there, some guys do that there. That movement there is not affecting where your hand is. It's where your hand is here or here, and obviously there's no pressure and the club's swiveling around your hand here.
Yeah.
For me, it's about getting it, grip it in across the fingers, thumbs on top, whether your thumb goes there, or whatever. That I wouldn't really want to see, but if it's not affecting anyone's golf swing.
On your right hand, then you haven't got a club sort of sat on that part of the fingers. You've got them.
Sits across the joint there. I mean, depends on where you look at it, I suppose, from the angle there. It's sort of sitting across the sort of a slight diagonal across sort of the joint through the middle part here and across that end bit there would be where I'd sit it there. So it just sits under that trigger there. And the thing is, for me, grip. People get sort of not bogged down, but they think the grip needs to be perfect. What is a perfect grip? You could look at all the magazines and things online and say you must have the club here, 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 here. Has Dustin Johnson got a perfect grip? Most certainly not. Has Jim Furyk got a perfect grip, double overlap? Has Jordan Spieth got a perfect grip? Certainly not. But wouldn't mind their golf game, would you?
Because it's not strangling it either.
No. I think for me the biggest thing is more pressure with a lot of people. I think you've got to be nice and secure. I want to go a bit tighter. I think when people sort of get aware, they're sort of fidgeting and twitching around the club moving, they just squeeze it tighter. And that then means when you're gripping it that tight, it's almost like a release of, you've got to do it to release the pressure. So just nice and loose anyway. This is what I don't mind all this sort of moving around to get yourself comfortable. Once the club's comfortable, then okay, right, good. Now take it away. Not, and then do it in the same motion.
Okay.
Make sense?
Makes sense.